My name is Andrew Karasev. I am Great Plains consultant since 1995, Microsoft Dynamics GP certified master. Currently I'm residing in Moscow and I'm helping multinational corporations implement and support Microsoft Dynamics GP as well as older version of Great Plains in Moscow and in Russian Federation, which is the most frequently heard from our prospects and customers. It looks like Microsoft Dynamics GP does not have Russian interface and it does not support required forms such as balance and statement of profit and loss, which should be filed to tax agency. It is probably possible to export generic Dynamics GP balance and profit and loss to Excel, let's say from FRX or from Microsoft Management Reporter, but then you have to reshuffle the columns and numbers, and it seems to be too much work. What could be done, and is it possible to run accounting and ERP system for our Russian subsidiary? The answer to this question depends on what you expect from your ERP or accounting system. Dynamics GP is a worldwide brand, and if you run it in headquarters in Canada or United States, then it's natural way to deploy the same application, let's say in Moscow or in Russian regions. But it should be used like a tandem with 1S or similar Russian local package for tax purposes and for payment to the funds like pension fund, etc. Now let's think about the question about how do you implement a tandem of Dynamics GP with 1S, I mean S Bukhgalteria. Let me explain how it was done for our customers. First of all, you should decide which application is master for data entry and which is slave. Let's say you need just financial control on the general ledger level through managerial financial statements and through fiscal financial statement consolidated in your headquarters in, say, United States. In this case, the data entry could be done in S, 1S, and GL should be exported, let's say to text files, or through the ODBC you can pull it into Dynamics GP General Ledger via a module named Integration Manager. Traditionally, it is a very powerful tool since late 1990s, and that's how we have it implemented for our customers with financial control. Now let's say you need logistics, control over logistics such as inventory item quantities, sales, returns, sales orders, restocking, purchase orders, purchase receipts. In this scenario, you typically make Dynamics GP like a master system, and then you export general ledger portion of it and import it into 1S. Next question is, how do you implement Dynamics GP for our branch in Moscow? Let me explain how it is typically done for multinational corporations. Usually you have let's say template database, template company, which has a predefined chart of accounts, and this template company could be turned into Russian subsidiary database in Dynamics GP. You don't really need to implement it, you just need to set it up, and then you need user training and consolidated financial reporting. So basically you have to add this company into Microsoft Management Reporter for consolidated P&L and balance sheet, or you can use FRX if you are on older version of Dynamics GP such as 10.0, maybe 9.0 or older. Another question, is it possible to translate several forms and reports from English into Russian? The answer is yes, and it should be done in modifier, in my opinion, where you basically translate string resources for the forms. Most typical forms are SOP invoice or SOP sales order, which is the same form. And then the translated from English into Russian string resources, they go into forms dictionary. And this form dictionary should be distributed for the users. The only thing I have to mention that you have to have a customization site enabler license for deploying this across for all the users. Just like a historical fact, our company translated and localized Great Plains in the mid of 1990s in Moscow, and this was I believe version 4.0. But since then, this was done in Dexterity. So basically, we directly translated string resources in Dynamics meta dictionary. I would prefer modifier if I would do it again these days. Question, should we install Dynamics GP on the server in Moscow, or should we enable it for users through remote access from our Canada headquarters? My recommendation is to deploy web client if you are on version 2013, or enable it for remote support from your headquarters through Citrix or similar technologies. The company should be hosted on the same server, in my opinion, as your headquarters database, as well as subsidiaries in other countries. This method allows you quickly build, without complexity, consolidated financial reports such as Balance and P&L in Microsoft Management Report or FRX. Plus, you can exercise tight control over data entry quality, and you can do internal audit without the need to ship database from Moscow to, let's say, United States. And this method also reduces IT support cost.